Imagine India, a land steeped in ancient spirituality, playing a secret role in God's divine plan, hidden for millennia. With its rich tapestry of religions and spiritual traditions, India isn't just connected to the Bible, its future might be intertwined with the fulfillment of prophecy. This revelation could reshape our understanding of biblical history, the spread of Christianity, and India's place in the grand narrative of the end times. Stay with me, as what we uncover today may change how we see the spiritual and prophetic significance of this ancient land. Imagine India's ancient roots subtly intertwined with biblical history, despite not being named directly. The Bible often speaks in broad terms, referencing ancient nations like Noah's descendants, which span beyond the Middle East. India's people, culture, and unexpected connection to the gospel reveal a hidden role in biblical prophecy. This connection highlights India's profound spiritual significance, suggesting it has been part of God's divine plan for millennia. By looking deeper, we can see how India's ancient spirituality and traditions are woven into the grand narrative of biblical history. The Bible's connection to India begins with the descendants of Noah. After the flood, Genesis 10 details the dispersion of nations, linking India's early inhabitants to Noah's son Japheth. India's advanced civilization, known for its trade routes, may have been part of the biblical world, possibly connected to Solomon's legendary wealth through spices, gems, and gold. One of the most intriguing links is the Apostle Thomas, known for doubting Jesus' resurrection. After Jesus' ascension, Thomas embarked on a journey reaching India and further intertwining India's history with biblical narratives. According to Christian tradition, the Apostle Thomas arrived in India around AD 52, reaching Kerala. This was no ordinary journey. Thomas crossed oceans to a land rich in ancient spiritual practices like Hinduism and Buddhism. He established some of the earliest Christian communities, particularly the Martama Christians of Kerala. This meant India was among the first to hear the gospel, even before parts of Europe. By reaching India, Thomas might have fulfilled Jesus' great commission to spread the gospel to the ends of the earth, symbolically extending the mission beyond Israel and Rome. Imagine a narrative where the lost years of Jesus, not detailed in the New Testament, include travels to the east, particularly India. Some traditions and apocryphal texts suggest Jesus visited India, learning spiritual wisdom before starting his public ministry. Although not part of canonical scripture, this idea has endured in Christian and Indian tradition for centuries. Could it be that India, with its rich spirituality and deep philosophical wisdom, played a crucial role in shaping Jesus' teachings and the spread of Christianity? This perspective adds a fascinating layer to the story of his life. Consider the profound spiritual history of India, a land that's been a battleground for millennia, home to Hinduism, Buddhism, Islam, Sikhism, and Christianity. It's no coincidence that Jesus' disciple Thomas brought the message of Christ to this very land. Despite its deep religious roots, India's role in biblical prophecy is often overlooked. Some theologians believe India's spiritual diversity positions it as a crucial player in fulfilling the Great Commission, spreading the gospel to every corner of the world. This narrative highlights India's significant, yet hidden role in the divine plan. If you've enjoyed and appreciated the video so far, please give it a like and share it with others to help my channel grow. Consider this. India, with over 2,000 distinct people groups and hundreds of languages, reflects the vision in Revelation 7:9 of a great multitude from every nation standing before God's throne. Despite its diverse religious landscape and historical resistance to Christianity, the faith has not only survived but thrived in certain regions. Could India's incredible diversity and vast population make it one of the final harvest fields before the end times? This perspective highlights the profound and possibly prophetic significance of India's role in the grand narrative of spiritual fulfillment. The Martama Christians and the rapid growth of Christianity in northeastern India showcase its resilience. Though Thomas planted the first seeds, it was during European colonialism that Christianity spread widely. The Portuguese arrived in the 16th century, followed by Dutch and British missionaries. Despite the often negative impact of colonialism, it also introduced the gospel to many who had never heard it. British missionaries like William Carey established schools, translated the Bible into Indian languages, and spread Christianity throughout India, leaving a profound and lasting impact. The message of Christ spread across India, coexisting with Hinduism, Islam, and Sikhism. The question remains, could India play a pivotal role in the end times? While biblical prophecy doesn't explicitly mention India, its spiritual significance and global influence suggest it could be central to future events. With one of the largest populations of unreached people groups, India is a critical mission field. Its spiritual diversity creates a landscape of intense spiritual warfare, reflecting the Bible's narrative. This rich tapestry of faith traditions positions India uniquely in the unfolding story of global prophecy. India, with its deep history and spiritual traditions, stands at a crossroads. The Bible speaks of nations judged by their response to God's truth. Will India, a land of many gods, embrace the gospel or continue to resist? In Revelation, the final judgment sees every tribe and nation standing with or against Christ. India's vast population will undeniably play a crucial role in this final reckoning. The future of this ancient land, rich in spiritual diversity, could shape the ultimate fulfillment of biblical prophecy, highlighting its significant part in the grand narrative. India, an ancient mystery, might hold a future key in God's prophetic plan. With its deep biblical connections and being one of the earliest receivers of the gospel, India is woven into God's redemptive story. As we approach the fulfillment of the Great Commission and the end times, India's role may become clearer. The spiritual battles in India aren't just cultural or political, but part of a larger divine plan. Could India, the land of many gods, turn to the one true God and play a pivotal role in the final harvest before Christ's return? One thing is certain: God has a plan for every nation, and India's place in prophecy is significant. Stay tuned to Deep Bible Stories for more insights into how modern nations play their roles in God's ultimate plan.